Among the continents of Viridian, none are as lush with life as Saltu, land of opportunity. From the evergreens of the north to the hangman's moss-adorned swamps of the south, plentiful flora and critters are likely to benefit a community as bite you. And in the city of Blazewood, city of fresh starts, ringed by trees that look like they're aflame. Any bar brawl is easy to break out as much as a friendly conversation. And I'm gonna need all of you to roll me initiative.
None.
As we find ourselves in the middle of in the middle of a bar brawl that is just erupt in the small rundown saloon in the lower income district of Blazewood, a thriving city. And as you guys get your initiatives, I'm gonna need you to tell me what you're doing during the middle of this brawl, whether it's reading a book, playing a game, participating in the brawl, taking bets. What's the initiative looking like?
I got a 7.
I got a 14.
16.
Did you say a 1, Soren?
21.
21. Okay. Hang on.
17 plus 4.
Okay, so so 21 for Soren.
Okay, no.
Wait, did you say 20 to 50?
20 to 15.
Oh,
Sorry, my mouth is betraying me today, I guess.
the other way. I did a 16.
Yeah. 16. Okay.
I was like, wait a
I
minute,
got a 50.
that's a
I
lot.
have a plus 30 to my initiative.
God damn.
All right. 15 to 10.
14.
14 for Sai. All right. 10 to 5.
I had a 10 to...
7.
Okay. 10.
I had a 12.
I got a 7.
Yeah. And
Oh wait, you could add. I can add stuff to my initiative. I'm actually then a dirty 20 if I add.
dirty 20. Sick.
Shit.
This is why we asked how to play D&D before the stream started.
Yeah, and my only answer was be better. So I'm a
Yeah.
kill.
I was like, oh yeah.
Mine is a 12, is what it's supposed to be, sorry.
All right. So starting at the top, Ezekiel, what are you doing during this bar brawl?
Well, I'm probably drinking. And then someone probably rammed into me, so I'd got to turn around and throw my beer at somebody, and then, well, shit.
All right,
So I'm
you're participating. Yeah, I'm gonna say either roll your spellcasting attack or just whatever weapon you have, depending on which one you're using, to see how well you've done thus far in this brawl.
So well, here's what I'm gonna ask you. I just did an 18 for that roll for like this just to see sort of how it went. But
Okay.
I think what I'd like to immediately do is whoever I assume, I'm just at random because I have no idea. Whoever probably ran into me, I'm just gonna send a vicious mockery right away and be like,
All right.
and just hit them with like, boy, you ugly. You could probably trick or treat over Telegram.
Shit. All right. Yeah, you.
You can make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use your roll before because it's pretty high, and I'm gonna honor that. It was another drunkard, a bit shorter than you, dwarf, who just. Yeah, my mama was right. My mama was right, and he just kind of goes off into the corner and just kind of shuts down, looking really dejected. Just kind of cries in the corner with this, just getting as the bar brawl's going between a bunch of patrons that they've scooted out a bunch of the tables and stuff. He gets a stray haymaker and just is nursing that while he's just reminiscing of his mistakes.
As a bonus act, steal someone else's beer and finish that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you just grabbing?
I feel like in the middle of the chaos, it's just gonna be like, I'll take that, thank you.
Sick.
Glug.
Sick. This one, I'll roll a perception check on to see if they notice. It's going to be at disadvantage because there's a ruckus going on. Holy shit, that's a nat 1. So,
Thanks for the beer.
So no.
yeah, one of the brawlers, a Goliath, in these kind of workers' clothes, was one of the first to jump in. Not the first to swing, but the first to back up one of his buddies. Left a full beer on the table, and you just kind of, that's I'm just gonna, and you kind of move it away. No even recognition that the beer's gone. Cool. Next up is gonna be Anna, or
Okay.
Rare Dust.
Was I already in? Because I know I was headed to the Yawning Bullet. Was I already in the bar when
Yeah,
this broke out?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the day after each of you arrived at the Yawning Bullet.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Who started the fight?
It's a fight between a Warforged and a Goliath. And much with how Zeke was, one of them bumped into the other, spilling their beer, and fists just started flying. And now it's between a group of workers that are all Goliaths, and then a Warforged, a Tabaxi, and a Tiefling that are just like a group of 6 in the middle of this small saloon, just throwing haymakers.
Is the Tabaxi look like they're also a monk?
Give me a perception check with advantage, given your background.
Where'd it go?
Don't
Sorry,
throw
Vince
things.
is saying Vince is saying he started the fight. In fact, he just rolled to throw a mug and he rolled a 15.
Oh, shit.
I believe
Okay.
It has
So
it
the
in
Goliath
chat,
is
you
going to
can-
throw his mug, right?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So
I
I
know,
rolled
that
a 7 on my perception, so I have a low perception probably.
It's hard to tell, especially since this Tabaxi, whether or not they're a monk, is moving around like crazy in this fight, whether they are like moving around behind somebody or sometimes being thrown by somebody else across the like group of people. This person is a blur. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Since
the
I
most-
don't know who they are, I'm not necessarily going to jump in and back them up. So I am going to kind of just like watch, stay a bit out of the way. But if someone comes at me, I will not hesitate to knock them out. Or they just hit them and get them away from me.
Okay, so you're just kind of defending yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start shit, but I'm sure as hell gonna end it.
Yeah. I'd say,
Vince rolled a 15.
Yeah, I was gonna have
Vince-
you.
Vince is still throwing mugs in chat.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
down at the I'm looking down at the chat right now. This is shit.
Yeah, man, that's
so-
not nice.
Yeah, I was gonna have you roll a dex save since you're being near there. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
able to every now and then just like dodge when people are moving around. There's somebody who like gets knocked back and you have to kind of like grab them and push them back. It's very much like one of the gatekeepers around a mosh pit. You're just kind of like, nope, get back in the pit, bud. Stay where you
So
are.
I did an 18 for my dexterity saving throw.
Sick. Yeah, you are easily just like, nope, redirect. Goodbye. Cool. Next up is going to be Sai. Malvin.
Malvin, honestly, she's kind of getting a kick out of all this. I don't think she's in the fight because
Okay.
up close, not really her style.
Yeah.
But I think she is sitting like at a table, like just outside of it. She's got like her little mug of ale. She's got like her feet up on the table, leaning back in the chair, just like watching everything. She's got like her like everything up, and
Yep.
she's just watching. She's just laughing.
Okay. Cool. Then since you're just kind of kicking back, I'll have you make the perception check.
Yes, because
I find it.
I'm so good
Yeah,
at those.
I was about to say. I just realized the irony in you being the first one to get to make the perception check. It's not lost on me.
Oh no.
Hold on, what is it? Uh-huh.
Didn't I make a perception check earlier, though?
Wait, hold up. Was that a... No, that's a 6,
that
so that's
was-
a total of 7.
7. Your perception
7.
check was specifically for the tabaxi to see if they
Ah.
were. Yeah.
I see.
7. You're focused on the fight. You're trying to keep track
Yeah.
of everybody, but especially with the tabaxi moving around like a circus performer, it's kind of
Oh, I should have used that die. Fuck. Alright, well, I know for next time.
get fucked.
Yeah, no. It's perception! Of course I'm going to!
Next up is Alyssa, or Nyx.
All right. Nyx is gonna be sitting in a corner with her drink. Just stay away. Leave me alone. I want nothing to do with this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll also have you make the perception check since you're just kind of like, no, I'm removed
No,
from
thank
this.
you. I want nothing to
big.
do with it. That's 19.
19.
Hell
yeah.
So you're less looking around. You've removed yourself quite a bit, so you're less looking at the brawl and more looking around at the people in here. And you notice that over in the corner of the saloon, near the front door, but still a little bit of ways away, that way it's not like right there in case people run into it, is a bounty board. And you see a fresh looking piece of paper with very large but elaborate like handwriting on it. You can't make out exactly like what it says from here. You'd have to kind of skirt your way around the brawl. You also see for you, a familiar ashen skin with red dragon-like horns tabaxi with this like very stark red suit, kind of just leaning on the bar, just grinning at the bar brawl in front of him.
Oh boy.
And you also see on the other end of the saloon, from where the bounty board is, what looks like a hooded figure with what looks like a kind of glistening beard, just shuffling a deck of cards, like just ambiently as they're just removing themselves as well from this bar fight.
Okay.
And so you have yourself removed. So lastly, Jared or Cicatrix.
Yes. Trix is very excited. This is what he came to this bar for. So he's fucking jumping in. So he's gonna start like throwing punches, but to every single person he punches, he's gonna go, "Hi there, I'm Trix. Do you want to join an adventuring party?"
I'm gonna need you
I love him already.
to make an unarmed strike and a persuasion check. I don't think I'm gonna tell you which one of those is at disadvantage.
Well, the one that isn't at disadvantage was a 2 on the die, and I'm a -1 strength, so that is a unnatural 1. And the persuasion
He's just like,
Just whip.
Oh.
is a 7.
7. Most of the time when you try and make these engagements, you like hit somebody and it either doesn't connect or it just stops and there's no reverb from your fist, and you're like, "Hi, I'm Sit," and then you're just knocked away immediately. You try this a few times, and then at one point, as you like turn to like talk to somebody else, you see a mug fly and hit you square on the bridge of the nose. You're gonna take
Damn it, Vince.
you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
is that the
and
mug that Vince threw in chat?
It absolutely
Yes.
is.
Oh no.
I'm calling it. That's canon now.
Nice.
And you for the next hour, if you are making a perception check based on smell, you have disadvantage.
Oh, good.
Rip.
Does
Cool.
he have a nose?
Technically, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a nose. We'll get there. And so after this round, as you guys are like either just watching and enjoying the fight or getting thrown around in the brawl, you hear a booming voice from behind the counter, like, "All right, that's enough. Come on!" And you hear like a slamming of like a fist on wood, and you see the gnome bartender with like this like very like almost cartoonish handlebar mustache, just kind of staring. And you see some of the people brawling stop, and then the tabaxi throws another punch, and he's like, "Hey!" And he like grabs what looks like just a banister from behind him that's attached to the bar and holds it above his head, and a bunch of runes light up on it. And they're just like, "All right." And they just kind of like hold their hands back and start dispersing, but still staring daggers at the respective other parties that they were just throwing blows with. Cicatrix, since you were in the middle of it, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, he sticks out like a sore fucking thumb. So, you can't really make out any specific like features of him. He's just kind of imagine a blob, but the color is the night sky, but like 10 times more bright. So he's just a cloud of stars that are vaguely in the shape of a human.
And
Nice.
as this is dispersing, you've been knocked on your ass. Is there anything you're doing as things are calming down now?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's gonna like sit up and be like, "Anyone?"
Oh, buddy.
Is he wearing clothes, or is it just a silhouette of a ape?
He has like a cloak on it.
Cool.
And like some shorts.
Cool.
You kind of anybody, and the tabaxi who you see has a black eye, and like they and spit out a tooth. They're like, "You say something?"
Do you want to be part of an adventuring party?
And he just kind of looks back, and like the warforged he was saying with is just like, he's like, "I don't got enough PTO for that right now."
Oh,
same dude in real life.
And as they're talking, you see this tabaxi who is like this like calico cat has only one thing on their top row, and the one that's in their hand looks like the only other like canine that they had in their mouth at the moment, and it looks like most of their top jaw of teeth is missing, and they're just like, "But I hope you find wherever you're looking for them."
okay. Thanks.
Yeah, get better at punching. And they just kind of go back and sit down.
Wow.
Cool. Then going out to the rest of the people spectating, what are the rest of you doing? And whoever speaks up first has to describe their character. Well, all of you do, but whoever speaks first gets to pick first.
Well, the halfling who was just kind of kicking her feet up on the table. At least you hope it's a halfling, because otherwise that means someone left their small child in a bar. She's got her like feet kicked up. It's kind of hard just by looking at this halfling to determine gender. They've got like the face covered. They've got kind of this like brown duster with collar turned up, hat kind of tipped forward. All you can pretty much make out are these amber golden eyes, and if you squint hard enough, you can probably see a couple tufts of like bright pink hair. And they've got this like shotgun basically laying across their lap. And through like the duster, you can see what you assume was supposed to be a breastplate. Doesn't look very good, but it probably gets the job done. But you see this halfling just kind of kicking back and then like put their feet down and go back to just drinking, looking around, kind of studying people, and just every once in a while taking a sip of their drink.
Cool. Yeah, you're just you're just continuing to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People watching. Hella people watching.
Okay. Cool. Anyone else?
I was
I'll say
like
Nyx.
defending, right?
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
kind of.
you go next, Alyssa, because I need to find something to explain what I look like. I can.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I know what's happening right now.
Anna needs visual aids.
Yeah.
Props. It's like-
Amazing.
Oh boy. All right.
oh wait. I know
I'll
what
say
that
Yep.
Nyx is gonna go check out that bounty board, but
Cool.
as she moves, you see she's a very pretty lady, a very, very pale lady, and is in all black and has jet black hair as well.
So pretty much you, but just different hair. Got
She
it.
looks like a Western Morticia Adams.
Yo, I'm here for it.
Oh, it's the baby.
Aw.
Yep.
Cool. And as you go over to the bounty board, you see it's like really well written on a newish piece of paper. The ink doesn't even look like it's fully dried yet. And it says, "Who wants to go on an adventure? Come find Zeke. We're stealing shit." And that's it.
I'm just gonna go back and sit down.
Cool. You were wanting to go next, Rare Dust?
Yes, before she leaves. I am a tabaxi and I look like this cat.
This is what my face looks like. Adorable.
Beautiful.
I have
Precious.
this gray and whitish pattern on me. I got freckles. Look at her cute little nose.
Oh, you can't see it on the camera, but she's got a cute little nose.
I am also
No,
a hug
I'll
a
put her
burst.
She was napping. But anyway, I look like that cat. That cat's name is Izzy, but my name is Rare Dust. I go by Dust. And I am, Tabaxi monk. I've got my quarterstaff over my, kind of strapped to my back a little bit, and in a bit of like a holster almost. And I got some just like little packs and stuff on my pockets around my hips that have various things in them. See, and I probably am very interested in the weird space guy in the middle of the room. Like, that's something cool and weird. Like, so I'm gonna approach Trix.
He's gonna look over and be like, he's gonna pull out a book and he's be like, "Speak with animals," and he's gonna try
my
casting
God.
it on her.
Oh no.
I'm like,
Oh, buddy.
Are you spending the spell slot and everything?
Yes.
You cast Speak
Just
with
to
Animals.
racism.
Yeah. So,
Oh, buddy.
Oh, actually, I don't need to use a spell slot. I can do it. At
oh
will.
yeah, Eldritch Invocation.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals.
Hi.
I'm gonna
Would you
speak
like to
to
join
him
an
in
adventuring party?
Celestial. I'm just gonna fuck with him and speak to him in Celestial since he's made out of space.
Okay.
Do you speak Celestial?
Yeah, I do. But he does not understand that it is weird. But oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want
I
to
was
join an
like-
adventuring party?
Like, this is what animals sound like?
Well, I'm looking for something weird and something cool, and you're kind of something cool and weird.
I think just then, as you're both exchanging this interaction, Zeke, the human cowboy-looking fella, he's gonna come strolling over, and he's gonna extend his arm with another beer to hand to Trix, and just be like, "But that's not the best fighting I ever seen, but you got a lot of spirit, and here, you might want some of this."
I'm gonna switch back to common and be like, yeah, he's definitely a weird thing.
Yeah, Zeke is he's wearing just sort of the typical cowboy gear. He's got his duster, and he's actually the one nice piece of clothing is a red waistcoat that's kind of underneath his outside that a friend bought for him, and then he's got just this big like handlebar mustache, but all underneath is just like permanent 5 o'clock shadow. This just big gray, like you would draw him that way and have it gray on the ends. Anyway, and then but definitely there's a stink of liquor on him already, and just be like, "You do drink stuff, don't you? I mean, does it go?"
Yeah, I totally drink all the time. I love this stuff.
Great, because we're going to be drinking a lot. I heard you're looking for an adventuring party.
I am. Do you guys want to join?
And I'll point to the sign on the wall, and it's like, hell yeah, there's a bear shit in the woods, let's do this. And be like, and then turn to our tabaxi person who's also kind of just there, and just be like, "Oh, howdy."
I'll join as well. I'm looking for cool stuff.
We're supposed to be doing cool stuff, so. And then I think I'll find a table or a chair that has been knocked over, place it back upright, then stand on top and be like, "Is anyone else here in this fine establishment care to join a group of young adventuring types? We have here, son, what's your name? Like talking like, what's your name?
Trix.
Trix, and what's your name?
Dust.
Dust. Trix and Dust. The most.
It's my favorite cereal.
Yeah. Anywho, if you wish to be a part of Ezekiel's fun grand party, we're gonna go outside, because, and then like hightail it out the saloon doors to go find a place outside to vomit.
So I was gonna ask you for a persuasion check, but you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do it with disadvantage instead. You almost had it, and then the last little tail, it's like.
Oh man, if I didn't have to be disadvantaged, it's not bad to say anything. It would have been 20, but now it's just gonna have to be 11.
Oh no. For those of you still in there after Zeke hightailed it out, you see that like a couple people start to step forward. One of which is like this small Luxodon elephant person. Couldn't be more than 6. Starts like walking over to you guys, and their parent just kind of scoops them up and puts them back in the booth they're sitting in. And the other one, who has somehow remained unnoticed by this point, you see what you thought was a prop sitting on a chair in the corner, holding a sign that has the specials. This like skeleton who's been grinning just kind of sets the sign to the side and just, "Yeah, all right. Let's get this show on the road," and just goes outside to go find Zeke.
I love that.
That's incredible.
Well, what about the rest of you inside? And yes, Nix,
Probably...
you have pieced it together that whoever made that sign must be the one who just ran out.
Mama will get up. She found that pretty entertaining. So she'll get up and kind of like put her shotgun back in its holster on her back, and she'll walk up at least to Trix and Dust, and just kind of walk up. Y'all are looking to be in a group? Travel around?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for cool stuff, but if I can do it in a group, that's fine as well.
Yeah, well, you know, safety in numbers and all that. She'll like take her bandana down. Well, I mean, I'm out looking for someone, but I don't really know where to start, so figure traveling in a group's probably better than traveling alone.
Yeah. Good idea. Well, let's get out. Let's get outside so we can do some proper introductions.
It's good to me.
Cool. You guys start heading outside. What's up next? What are you doing?
she's like questioning all of her life decisions right now, and then just like, you know what?
How did I get here?
You know what? Against my better judgment, why not? Why the hell not? And we'll go outside to follow those guys.
Okay. You guys all make it outside. Zeke,
Question.
you get out there first. Yes.
I have a very important question. Looking at these people who I am apparently joining up with, do either of them have any distinguishing marks on them? I think you know the specific one I am looking for.
Yes, I know exactly. Perception check.
Okay, we're using the other dice this time.
All right.
That's much better. That's 13.
13. You do not see them. Especially one of them, you're unsure if they can be branded, given that they... Yeah. You're unsure if a
one I'm not
collection
entirely
of
sure
Stardust.
could be, but alright,
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Cool.
I think outside
We're good.
you catch just the tail end of a conversation I'm having with the skeleton fella.
Mhm.
Just be like, see, problem is you're all bones, and I think for this particular gig, maybe not, but I'll call you. Don't worry, I got an idea. We'll figure it out. So yeah, and then I'll like fist bump him, just be like, yeah, I you should keep to yourself. Anyway, here, and I'll toss him like a silver piece, and just be like, have a drink, have it on me, and like I said, I'll let you know.
All right. And he just kind of like hobbles back. Like full arched back, must have been like at least 90 whenever this motherfucker died. And it's just like, yeah, all right, didn't run the talking comment about whatever. I don't even care.
See you later,
Just-
famous.
Yeah, bye, Zeke. See you next week.
Easy
And-
to do that one.
Yeah, hobbles back into the bar.
Oh Lord.
Leaving the rest of you in the street.
Oh, hey, it's thrust and sticks, right? Yeah, that's right. Listen, kids.
Dust actually.
Dust. Sorry.
Yeah,
They'll
rare
come to
dust.
me.
Go by dust.
I'm Trix.
Perfect. Oh, yeah, that's right. My fault. I might have to have you tell me a few more times just in case, but
I'm Trix.
oh, thank you. Oh, I'm good. I swallowed it. All right. Okay, so and then kind of see the other folks that are coming out and be and then Sai, how big out your back is your shotgun, like in its holster or whatever?
I mean, like, it's visible. Like, it is very much, like, it's not, like, as big as she is. It's been scaled to, like, someone of her size.
But like Ash from Evil Dead, like you could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably notice that and be like, "Now that's a fine piece of hardware you got there."
Oh, thank you very much. She'll kind of take it out. My pop made it for me.
That's quite nice. I don't hardly touch them. And I'd like I'll sort of tap a little hilt of a sword that's on my hip. It's like, I'm not really good at the. I'm seeing two of you right now, so it's hard enough.
Ooh, yeah.
And then like
Probably
look up, and then here comes like, an angel on Earth. It just be like, oh wow, is it time already? No, I'm all right. And who are you, madam?
Hi, I'm Nix. That was very entertaining, so I figured I'd see if I could join you.
Oh, the more the merrier. Anyway, let's see, we got two. Yeah, all right, cool. This is probably good. Well, I'd say we should all go to a bar, but we just got out of one. How about somewhere that serves like iced drinks or something? If we can, I might need a second. Anyone know where we can get ice cream? And I would like to try to find like a sweets shop, an ice cream shop, somewhere that serves soda instead. I'm trying to sober up.
Given
Would
that
I
you're
know where
local,
that is? I'm not alone.
if you want to make a history check, because you haven't been to Blazewood as much, for Zeke, I'll just give it to you. Let's see what Dust rolls first.
Oh, at 20!
Yo!
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saw some shit running across rooftops.
Yeah. So you remember every now and then your mentor bringing you to this small taffy shop that has some ice cream, but not quite as big of a selection. But you remember the selection they do have being very well made. It's a hole-in-the-wall shop in the Silver District of Blazewood. You remember, even though it doesn't have a huge selection, it has the best selection. Zeke, you know of a few. You're probably more focused on, I'm guessing, the closest one to nurse your senses. You know of one that's still in the Copper District, the more rundown area of the city.
Yeah, I'll probably try to avoid anything more fancy.
Yeah, and so you know of Tulips and Daffodils, a very very well-known ice cream shop in the Copper District. It serves some alright sweets. It's not anything to write home about, but it's also not anything that's gonna break your wallet. So those are the two places that you two remember specifically.
Just be like, Tulips and Daffodils. No, that's not an invitation. Y'all keep your mind out of the gutter. Just playing. All right, let's get out of here. All right, and then probably just casually saunter down the street, probably forgetting that I have people trailing me, so I'm just sort of
Stumbling.
yeah.
This is a very entertaining start.
Yeah. It doesn't take you all long to get there.
Oh, I was gonna say. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure this is the thing I actually can do. Give me one, please.
Okay.
As you were.
We're in a hole.
No worries.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
Sorry, it was not as far down as I thought. Sorry. If you were hoping to sober up a little quicker, I could probably help.
Say no more.
I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna kind of pat him on the back, and I'm gonna use 5 points of lay on hands.
Oh, sick.
If I use 5, I can cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Oh, sick. Sobriety,
Shit, that
you
does
were
that.
expecting like a slow transition in, but it's more like it's just ripped away, and you are
The
suddenly
devil just
really deep
leaves
in
my
sobriety.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, just the sobriety hits you like a truck. Just
I just stop in the road, take off my hat, don't even
How do
make
you
eye
feel?
contact with him, and just be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize. I'm not normal. I'm not always. You know, sometimes I'm not like that, and I just like to remain professional if we can going forward. And I believe I owe you all some sweets, so." Then kind of embarrassingly just take my hat and nice strides, keep going.
All right.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take all long to get to the sweet shop. There's a large, what looks like there's a person behind a counter with a bunch of, what looks like barrels full of different kinds of sweets, ice creams, a few taffies. There's even a couple of barrels with like already like bundled together bouquets of licorice. So yeah.
Well, in the economy here of Blazewood, how far would just like a single gold piece get you? Would you get just pretty decent stuff, or is it more like that gets you 5 root beer barrels and a Mary Jane? What are we talking about?
If you handed this person a gold piece, you'd probably get enough for like a cone for each of you. If you wanted to go ice cream or like a nice little bundle of sweets.
Is anyone here lactose intolerant?
No, not in this game.
I
I'm
might
not,
be.
damn it.
I need to have dairy.
Do you have?
I'm just
do you
thinking
have-
about
This is a fantasy, damn it!
I don't know what
Yeah.
If I'm a cat, that makes me lactose intolerant. Cats are lactose intolerant.
Do you have any almond milk ice cream or coconut milk ice cream?
And the 20-something appearing Eladrin is just kind of like, I mean, I know a spell that can remove the lactose if you want it, but my pappy
Hell.
says that's all part of the flavor, so
Yeah. Ooh, shaved ice with some syrup on it. You got some of them? That's lactose free, ain't it? Better be. It's made of ice.
and they just kind of like look at the barrels. I don't think we got that. At least not.
That's right. Let's just get
Today.
4. Let's get 5 regular scoops. I'll get her some Pepto later if she's not feeling good. All right.
All right.
And then like awkwardly, like between fingers, like have all the cones with me, and sort of just like, all right, go ahead and take one. Thank you. Take one. Take one.
Get some lactate for
You hand over the gold and it just kind of scoop the stuff out and hand it over to you, trying to like slot the cones in as best they can in between your fingers. You each have a cone.
Make us some
Nice.
ice cream.
All
I
right.
have an ice cream in my fantasy, damn it.
Damn right. All right. Well, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for answering the call, as it were. But what really I was sort of tasked to do is to find my own team to do some borrowing, if you will, some hush hush. So I just want to know, first and foremost, are any of y'all upset or not a fan of illicit activities?
I mean, I guess it would depend on who we're borrowing from. but
rich
I have no
people,
immediate
really.
Oh, then I have no immediate rejections.
I figured as much. Cosmos, what you got?
Oh, yeah, I love illicit activities.
I'm gonna take your word for it. Miss Dust.
Mixed dust actually, but I would be. No, I'm good with it. I'm looking for something cool and unique and rare, and I'm gonna find it wherever I find it.
Well, I suppose if we find anything on the way and you're looking for stuff, if I don't know you took it, then it's not my problem, is it? You, Miss Lady?
Nah. I've already upset people, so why not?
I knew I liked all y'all for a reason. And then just sort of explain to them the museum and the when and the where and the because it's remind me again what exactly we're tasked to grab.
You were tasked to grab. You weren't told the name of it, given that your employer didn't have as many details. He just knew that there was a staff that had some sort of fire relation that he wanted to get back from your target.
That's right. See, yeah, we're not just stealing it; we're stealing it back. So we're doing a good deed, really, if you really think about it.
Returning an item.
So it's all good. And that's in the Northeast, or is that still here in Blazewood? That job.
The thing you need to get is here in Blazewood. It's from what.
Oh, we gotta take it back.
Yeah, you gotta take it back to the Northeast.
Got it.
I will move y'all over to the world map. And I'll switch it over so that stream can see as well.
Yay!
Y'all are down here in Korvac County. I have this, hang on, measure this little token as where you guys are for this map. Where you were is over here in the northeast end of Umblin County. So you guys would need to either go through or around the Titan Mountains here in order to make your way back. There's a small pass up in the northern part between Dim and Umblin County. If you are looking to find a way to get around to the drop point.
Oh, a little sightseeing.
That will take us pretty good around the continent, which is good for me.
DM, I forget, was I given a direction for the person I'm trying to find?
You were not.
Okay.
The person who gave you that information.
I couldn't remember if I had a vague lead or not.
No, you were mainly coming to Blazewood to find a lead, or at least
that's right.
Maybe a way to get a lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got no direction at the moment, so if we're traveling all that way, it might end up being good.
Well, I'd love to know what you might all do. I mean, I myself am, when I am sober and when I'm not, am a songbird and like to play my guitar and put it right back. And then I have little dabbles and magic, but not really much. Specialties? Anybody? Anyone good at certain things? Or...
I mean, this here's my specialty, and she taps her shotgun. I can make them, I can fix them, I can sure as the hells use them. So I do have a little bit of magic as well.
Nice.
Pretty fast and pretty sneaky.
It's always good.
I'm also good with magic. Not so good with my fist. I'm good with magic.
I'm also good at magic.
I have a friend too. Where's he at?
Are you calling him forth?
Yeah, I'm calling him.
You can tell where he is usually, and you can tell he's near, probably really near. Like as you like reach out, you know he's standing next to you, and as you like reach out, you kind of just feel tugging on your clothes going up, and you just hear like barely audible to where you can hear in your, yeah, I don't know, these guys are they cool?
Are you guys cool?
I think so.
I like to think so.
I think so.
It's pretty moderate out today.
Make me a persuasion check, Cicatrix.
That is a 13.
Okay. You hear like, okay, and shimmering into being, looking much like a collection of stars as Cicatrix is, this small winged creature, kind of clinging to Cicatrix's back, with this like tail kind of swishing behind nervously. Could it be like bigger than the size of like an infant, with these wings that are kind of tucked behind its back? Is just kind of like looking around, the stars in its face kind of shifting a little erratically as it's trying to suss you guys out.
Marky,
So
you
I
got a
can
cicada in
imagine-
here.
So I can imagine what this looks like. Does this look more like a dragon or like a humanoid winged person with a tail?
Like a humanoid winged person, with a tail. Yeah,
Sick.
Also kind of like
Like
an
a
imp.
pixie?
kind of like an imp, except more celestial looking in nature.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I just needed to, in my mind, figure out what it looked like.
That's just
Yeah,
so I
of
can
course.
visualize what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mal wouldn't know that, but I need to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So this is my friend.
hi.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello there.
Hi.
Oh.
And it just kind of like stares nervously, not knowing what to do in this moment. Just like,
Okay, you can go now.
okay, it just turns invisible, and you feel like it kind of hop off your shoulders. You don't know, like you know it's still near, but it's no longer on your person.
So anyway, you were okay. I'm lost in words. I couldn't think of anything to say. Just
Yeah.
I mean, I
Trix
could just
is
bring
just
out
a
my
weird
my familiar
anomaly.
and be like, I have a friend too.
Ooh,
A little banther familiar.
cute.
You say it's a panther?
A banther.
Banther.
Oh.
Banther.
A bat panther.
Bat panther.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's
for
so cool.
those of you watching, all the animals in this world are very much hybrids. Like an owlbear is now just a normal part of wildlife. Very Avatar or Jack and Daxter-X.
It's fun.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, he's so cute. We should set up a play date sometime.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
not even trying to hide it at this point. You just hear from the winged creature. What the fuck?
A vibe.
Do your friends have names?
I knew I was forgetting to do something.
Awful pet ownership.
No.
No.
Well, that's all right. Maybe
I'll think
maybe
of
the
something
names the
along the
friends
way.
are made on the way. We'll get there.
I just kind of named mine Shiny.
I'm shiny. You just hear like the
Check.
voice kind of moving around you guys.
You know what? I can't argue with that. He is indeed shiny. I mean, it felt shiny.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Trix, where are you from? Because I've been all over this continent and I've never seen anything like you.
I'm from there.
Guy?
Full on pointing like what must be through the roof somewhere of this building.
Oh, I thought we were outside.
Oh yeah, I thought we were outside.
Oh
too.
yeah, outside. Never mind. So
Okay.
full on pointing at the afternoon sky somewhere.
The sky?
Stars.
No, that's that star right there.
All right.
Huh.
I guess I'm not going to be able to get something
Interesting.
cool from there. I don't think I can go there.
Oh, you can. He's gonna like look at his hand and he's gonna rip off a piece of his like skin and just give it.
Yeah, give me a
Like,
con
regenerate.
save. Give me a con save.
Who? Me too?
That
Because he just handed me some of his skin.
Oh my
That is
god!
a 21.
21. Okay.
Rubs lotion on its void, or else it gets the hose again.
It's bad.
Oh no.
God. That's
Oh my god!
Yeah, you
I've
guys
seen
full
some
on
shit,
see.
but I haven't seen shit like that.
Yeah, you full on see Cicatrix pull some of its own body off and hand it over to Dust.
I'm just
Now,
like,
I've seen some
gonna
shit,
hold this.
but I ain't never seen shit like that.
I thought you just made me sober. I'm not entirely sure anymore.
I'm holding this piece. How does it move in my hand?
As soon as Cicatrix lets it go, it's still like fleshy feeling and semi-warm, but as it falls into your hand, it gets cold and becomes hard like a mineral.
Ooh.
And it no longer shifts. It has like just a static, like glittering pattern inside of it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna be like, is this the cool thing I'm looking for? Yeah. Is this the cool thing I'm looking for?
You were told it's very much you are meant to discover it on your own. You are told it is it is meant to bring harmony and focus energy.
I'll have to decide then. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
So I will put this in my bag. That's a little weird, but thank you. Thank you. I might use this later.
You're welcome.
I also just like real quickly before we get farther in our adventuring party, I just wanna say that I use they them pronouns. So just so you know.
Noted.
And you guys all hear from nearby as you guys are walking around outside. You make a habit of pulling pieces of yourself off, or is that just a new thing, Trix?
I could always do that. Do you want some too?
You see the Ashen Tiefling also holding a cone of ice cream, just taking a bite. These shaded spectacles on its face. And He just lets out a chuckle. Trust me, I have had my fill of Stardust for a lifetime, but appreciate the offer. Now, and the tiefling looks around and leans in. If you guys are going to be talking about heist stuff, you might want to find somewhere a little bit more secluded than now in the middle of the nowhere.
DM,
Yes?
do I recognize this tiefling with the glasses?
You may have saw him in the yawning bullet, but other than
He's
that,
not the tiefling with the glasses I saw down south, though. Different
I forgot
tiefling
about
with
that.
glasses.
You did see this tiefling.
I've seen this tiefling with the glasses.
Yeah. And actually, as you're,
I can't let him know that I've seen him.
Yeah, as you're like remembering, he's also familiar to Nyx and Ezekiel. Ezekiel, you remember seeing him at the big get together at Big
Just looking
Trip's
up my
house.
lore in the background while you're having
Yeah.
that conversation. Like,
Wait,
I know this
wait.
guy.
And Nyx, you remember seeing. Actually, no, you did. You were not the one who saw him. Never mind. Redacted.
Regis
I was gonna say,
Thatchel.
wait, when, where? Huh?
No. You saw somebody different.
Yeah.
Redacted. Yeah. But so to you two, very familiar.
Because I recognize the voice. I mean, this was... I saw him like less than like a month ago.
You did. Yeah, you recognize the voice.
The voice and the style, and just like... I'm just gonna
I'm
eat
a
my
boy.
ice cream for you.
I made some friends.
Glad to see that. You make
Sort of tip my hat at him and be like, it's been a hot second.
It has. I'm assuming you're still making a bit of an annoyance for Big Trip still.
I'm keeping my distance when needed.
This happened to be part of that, or are you trying to get back in Pappy's good grace?
Well, I made some promises, and good graces or not, I made him a word, and then like noticed his ice cream. Damn it! They said they was out of pralines when I got. God damn it! All right. Anyway, but yeah, point taken. Well, I found these folks. Look, they're all pretty interesting, but well, you know, I'm doing some stuff.
Speaking as somebody who's been on a few heists in my time, especially steal things that are real good at destroying shit, you're gonna need to get some information before you go in there. Don't want to go in all blind and shit, now do we?
No, that's a good point. Would you recommend anything other than just straight recon, or?
Depends on how much gold you want to shill out. If you're looking for people who know a thing or two about getting into places, there's a thieves guild that's made too much of a name for themselves, if I'm being honest. Gemstones in town. They'll give any information for gold. Greedy little fuckers they are. There's also, if you want to try and convince your way into circles you found yourself in the past, maybe you'll be able to get favor as somebody for some information on old Nevi. But if neither of that's the case, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe somebody on the street will know something or other. Just make sure you don't cause too much property damage. Don't want
No
things
problem.
to turn up like Green Willow, now do we? And he does make eye contact with you at that, Nyx, and just starts walking past y'all down the street. Hell, we don't want another Tranquility Valley either. And just kind of waves at you guys as he continues to walk. And especially, I know the question you're going to ask, Malvin. No mark on the back of his neck.
I'm gonna kind of just turn toward Zeke and be like, who's that guy?
A dick.
So he's not an ally.
He's not a guess an ally. I don't know. It's complicated. He's one of them hoity-toity types. I kind of like look over to where I know the gold district is, and just sort of tip my hat back and be like, I'm sort of a family friend of his boss or companion. It's complicated, but yeah. This is actually first time in a hot second I've been back to Blazewood, so surprised I ran into anybody that might recognize me, but I guess I'm not exactly incognitus. So
He's the one that found me.
Oh, where were you?
That you were found by a genasi, not a tiefling.
Oh, fuck. Redacted.
Redacted.
and
Just
back.
kidding.
Yeah. Take two.
Okay.
Wait,
I was like, damn, is this guy an ally? Am I on the wrong
how did
side?
you know me?
Yeah, you're starting to piece that together now, Cicatrix. You were just kind of enjoying the conversation, but then you realize you've never met him.
Oh.
Yeah. No, immediately, like, Mao kind of, like, bristles a bit, and it's just like, how the fuck does he know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know if he knows that
buddy.
I knew who he was. So I'm gonna just
No.
kind of keep quiet.
You were the
So I'm
one
just-
he did not really pay attention to.
Well, I'll fill them in. Is Regis Thackeram, right? Is that fellow's name?
Just Thackeram.
Yeah.
Um,
What was it?
And like
How do I how spell?
Regis, Regis, and then Thackeram, Thacrum. Thacrum.
Can we get that in the Saltu chat?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Thank you.
hop in.
But and then I'll tell him that I once went to a hoity-toity party type in the Gold District. Did a little entertaining, just sort of for fun, but mostly there as a guest of somebody, and ran into him and a few other, like I said, hoity-toity types, and they're all not fun. But yeah, I got gold, and hopefully I can keep saving up some. And then I'll turn to Rare Dust. Like, you say you know who that is? You know already?
I've seen them before, but not in Blazewood.
And then you said they saw, pointing over to Trix, be like, he says he saw you. And then sort of like look over to Malvin, look over to Nyx, like, y'all too, or?
I've never seen him
seen
before. Today.
Yeah.
Just worried that it might be a conspiracy or something.
It might be. I don't trust the guy.
Hell no, I don't. I've never met this fella, and he comes up talking about how he knows where I'm from.
Mm.
No. Something ain't right here.
Oh, he didn't know you guys either? Yeah, he didn't know. I don't know.
I think we keep our eye on that fellow. But I think also we have options. Dick, as he may be, did give us a good piece of advice. So I don't know, are we the kind of folks that want to ask ne'er-do-wells information, or kind of want to scout it ourselves? What are we thinking?
I'm pretty. I've scouted around Blazewood before, so I can get in places and get some information.
Excellent. Well, and I know I can distract to help you out a little bit.
I can talk to people, I just wouldn't know what to ask.
Well, we can work on them people skills. In the meantime, you could, I don't know, you can ask if they'd like to have a hole in them.
I am usually a fan of the direct approach. That might be a little too much for some people.
True. Steps, right? Escalate.
Right.
or de-escalate first. Depends on the situation, what direction you're going in. Nix, what? Yeah, any thoughts? Any ideas?
Well, I'm usually useful for magic and anything involving the arcane, so.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm thinking. We throw off the entire episode and tell Doug we want to go shopping the whole time.
All right.
Down.
I'm in.
In fact, let's get out of this town, go to the next one over, and make all the names of every NPC that lives there.
Improv, go.
Yeah, and
yeah, and
all right. Well, I guess we scoped the place. How's that sound to everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
Me.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, huzzah!
okay. So y'all are going to the museum to scope it out?
Sure. Is it enough daytime hours that maybe we could even go on a tour, or go see what's inside, and use that as a smokescreen to snoop?
You know enough about the museum that you know that it is usually open till an hour after dusk, and you guys have plenty of time before that.
Nice.
So yeah.
Do some inside looking around, and then I'll do some sneaky looking around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to be a very loud tourist while they go off and do all the cool sneaky shit, and just be like, oh, what is this one about? Tell me more.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll play
That's
the
the plan.
interested tour. I'll be the interested tourist who just wants to know everything about everything.
Okay.
I've never been here before. I'm from out of town. Tell me, what's all this? I don't know. I want to hear all about it.
Okay.
You see, Blazewood was founded by Jonathan Blazewood in 1870.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead. You guys make your way over toward the Gold District. Also, I realize I haven't been showing y'all what Blazewood looks like. So this is Blazewood.
Ooh.
So each of the districts is broken up based on either what is offered or income. You guys are currently right here in the Copper District, which is, for lack of a better word, the slums or the lower income area of the city. It's where there were a lot of refugees a few decades back, whenever the lower areas of Saltu were kind of destroyed by a plague of sturges that has only grown. And this is where a lot of them have ended up. A lot of densely populated homes with not a lot of upkeep. The coal district over here is where a lot of the industrial buildings, factories, and a lot of the mass production is done, especially given that a lot of the farms manufacturers in Saltu are in this city. So there's a lot of industry to be made here. The Silver District is the market district, where a lot of the shops are, especially the higher end ones, and a lot of the places where you would go to get maps commissioned, find mercenaries and such, that general vibe. Bronze District is more of the suburban area, a few shops, but mostly the more mid-tier housing. There's the Adventurers Guild at the top, which is where anybody who wants to become a certified adventurer goes to learn and get their certification done. And then, as you guys are heading to, the Gold District, where a lot of the, as Zeke put it, the hoity-toity guys hang out. A lot of the nobles and a lot of the more indulgent businesses. And up at the very north end of the Gold District is the Blazewood Museum of Art and History. So as you guys, we'll pop you back over here. As you guys are making your way over the large doors, everything around this building is gilded. Whether it's the jade pillars that keep the building up, the marble stonework that makes up the walls, or the large blood amber doors that are currently open for this place. This place reeks of wealth. And as you walk up, you do see it is a copper for a tour, or just general admission. And you do see like a few people inside, not very many. You see more people piling out as it's not quite sunset, but the day is starting to get a little late.
All right, I got it. Give them all copper.
Okay. You pay for everybody's entry, and the small creature, what looks to be a quasit sitting behind a little desk with a little like waistcoat on, kind of takes the coppers in like both hands, just like full clamshelling around your hand, and drops it into a small box that kind of closes after the coins are dispersed, and just kind of like snaps, and a small little BM on the back of your hand appears, for the Blazewood Museum, a sign that you have entry. Sorry, I just saw the messages
The
in chat. You little
You
shits.
just saw chat.
Yeah. I'm looking down every now and then, but I miss things. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys have entry. And
Wait, it just like
that,
appears on the back of our hands?
it does appear on the back of your hands. And it's in like this
Okay.
gold filigree.
Ooh.
Don't like
How does that work on my fur?
It shows up like glittering through your fur, like showing up as like highlighting it, and whenever your fur moves out of the way of it, it kind of just disperses.
So it's on my skin underneath my fur?
Yeah, and it's shining through your fur.
No,
Yep.
I am cozy. Oh no.
And so you guys are permitted entry to the museum. We're just going to stream that as well. And you guys actually see above each of the doors there is a kind of a plaque, very large, indicating each of the different areas. There is the one immediately. You guys are here. Let me go ahead. Token there, good. Where is it? This one. I'm just gonna pop that there. You guys are there at the front door. Immediately to your left is the plaque above it says Terra Nova, which it's not exactly something you need to have studied. It's one of the main continents on the planet of Viridi. A lot of desert, a lot of potent magics, and in recent years, the subject of a massive continent-wide war. Though details outside of the continent are kind of sparse. Immediately to your right, it says Kurakul, which you know is a kind of like the Underdark, a mass of tunnels and underground caverns that spans the entire planet. A little bit farther ahead, it says Ethereal Plane. And then as you guys continue to walk down the hallway, you can see on the left a massive window that shows a garden on the outside. And you see the last two, there is one that has the Hells, and then the other one that says the Feywild above it. And as you guys are kind of walking around, you do see there are other patrons, but you also notice kind of patrolling the hallways is this guard who doesn't have it brandished, but has a large club kind of slung across their back, and is kind of just having their arms behind their back, keeping an eye on everybody, making sure nobody's creating a disturbance.
Wow, he's all animated. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's moving.
Yeah, that's one of the free stuff with Roll20.
So I just want to, so to make sure the one with the sun with the tentacles and the seated people, that's Terra Nova. And
Yep.
then the one with the like kind of Aztec looking chest and sun, that's the Underdark.
Yep.
And then the fish is
That's the garden. Across
fish
from the
is
fish
the
is
garden.
is the astral plane is across from it.
The astral plane is the one with the big rug.
Yeah, the big rug.
And the dragons.
Yeah, and then to the right of the garden is the Feywild, and then across from that is the Hells.
Yeah.
The Hells. Okay, I thought the fish was a room, so I was kind of confused. I was like, you left one out.
No. There is a window that overlooks it outside.
I see. Okay,
Alright.
okay, cool.
Okay.
That's very pretty.
All right.
I admire
Well.
the garden a little bit.
Ooh. And then and then with the limited information that I guess we have, we just let them know that we're looking for something that's fire staff related. So however you think it will fit into any of these. I mean, obviously, my first thing is to go to 9 Hells, but it could have anything to do with anything else if we don't, So, would it be easier? And I sort of like as we're kind of like, oh look, this is very good, like really loud, and then when no one's looking, sort of lean over, bring us like this. Do you want anyone else to go with you, or do you want to, you want to just sneak off?
I can go on my own.
All right, well this looks cool, and then and just sort of start. I'm gonna start going towards our immediate left here, and just like
The Terra Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
the
go check
Terra
that
Nova.
place
well,
out.
that's
Yeah.
neato. Just being really loud and boisterous.
Can I just say that Trix is doing that exact thing, but unironically?
Oh, this is awesome, guys! All right.
He's like,
He's like, yeah,
whoa.
you're really getting the hang of this. This is real good.
I will probably jump because we're looking for like a fire thing. I mean, I probably will just kind of go kind of sneak through each of the rooms. Since the guard's there, I'm gonna go here, just into this room, because these doors right here in between the rooms.
Yeah, there are doors open between the rooms. The only doors that are not open, especially as you can see if you look through these rooms, is this door here, as well as this door up here.
Okay, I'm gonna, since they're going up here, I'm gonna kind of sneak and kind of break into here, and then I'm gonna just kind of search through these because the guard can't see me from where he is. I'm just gonna really quickly kind of just like go to like here and then like here and all the places. I can't quite walk up walls yet, but I can climb 20 feet if I need to, but I'm not sure if I'll need to climb necessarily in a museum.
Okay.
I'm just going to really quickly look at each of the places, but I'm also going to look at like the windows. I'm going to look at the ceiling, how like different places to get in, kind of like my one of my recent missions that I did.
Give me an investigation check to see how well you can kind of scope out entry points and such in this room.
Intelligence. Gosh.
Like, yeah.
A 12.
12.
Dude.
It's a lot in this room, especially given that this is meant to be for one of the darker places on Verity. It's lower lit. There are crystals that illuminate the area very low along the walls. But despite how this map looks, it is very low lit in here. And you're having a harder time, even with your dark vision, seeing what's in here. You don't notice a ton. You do, like, walking around the room, you do every now and then feel a breeze hit your fur. So there must be some sort of ventilation system in here. You have to take a little bit more time in here in order to figure out exactly where it is and possibly where it goes.
I will take that little bit more time because they're being loud somewhere else.
Yeah. So then, whoever wants to in the other room, give me either a persuasion or deception check.
Oh yeah.
I can do persuade. Well, no, Mal's not really focused on that right now. Never mind. I'll let Zeke do it.
I am a charisma if that if that would be better for me to do.
24.
Dang.
Dang.
Yeah, you guys look like the world's oddest family walking in here, and especially other than Zeke, who has been in this area a few times. All of you are tourists, and so as soon as you guys are like, "Oh, no, what's all this in here?" Like trying to figure it out, you do see a small human-looking person wearing like the same uniform as everybody else, with this like bright red hair that's you imagine must be a mane, as one of like the little like kinky curls is pulled down, but it's all pulled into this really tight bun behind their head. Oh, I can help you all around and tell you all about it if y'all want like a tour or something.
Yeah, that'd be swell.
Okay, well, this is Terra Nova. This is one of the places where the gods are closest to the material plane, and there was a large war that broke out a few years ago. So some of the artifacts our esteemed patron of this place was able to acquire and have for the viewing pleasure of Blazewood as a whole. So a lot of these are tied to the Novaborn, as they're called over in Terra Nova. But I'm happy to give any more information if you'd like on any of these items that Mr. Clearwright has provided.
Well, that's interesting. Do you have any like godly or legendary weapons or mock-ups of the kind of, because I mean, us mortal types, we don't really get to see a lot of fun fancery, so.
Oh, well, we don't have a lot of godly possessions. There's more just like bits of a temple that was crumbled in what they call the Battle of Kramal city that's over there. And so we have mostly that, but we do have one artifact from a god that it was left at the doorstep of somebody after all the war was done. Come over here. And they direct you over to a case that has what looks like a single tarot card leaning up against a piece of wood. And they start going on and on about how this was given by a god of like change and corruption to sow a little seed of chaos into the world. While this is going on, Dust, you take the time to look at the ventilation system. You find that the vent is behind, so you are in the room over here. You find that there is a vent behind this serpent head statue, as well as one that is right above the central what looks like must be a crumbled piece from a temple, kind of pointed down on it, and this like pyramid structure helps disperse air across the room. So those two must be connected. You imagine through the roof somewhere. And kind of just doing some guesswork, you managed to figure out that it must connect to each of the rooms, and there has to be one outside that must let you in.
So I'll probably later, like I think I'm gonna scope each room to figure out where the vents are, to try and get a mental map of maybe what it might look like. And then later I will scope the outside of the building, probably more after dark, to figure out where the vents are on the outside. Cool. So I'll probably move from, like, while they're having this conversation, I'll probably move from this room into this one.
Cool. Cool. I'll keep your investigation check, unless you want to make a new one with the new room.
I would like to make a new one because it was bad.
Sick. Sounds good. Make
Be
a
better.
Investigation check.
It was better. It's a 14 now.
14.
Yeah.
It's
You're
not that
able
much
to-
better, but it's better.
Yeah, you're able to pick out the vents a little bit better now. So you know that there is one right behind this shrine, but that seems to be the only one in this room, given that it's a smaller exhibit. And you do notice that seeing how the lighting is different, even from the hallway with the other rooms as opposed to the one you were just in, there is a skylight in each of these rooms, almost encompassing the entirety of the ceiling. A large collection of windows that span the ceiling. You don't see any hatches in this one, but if you don't mind sacrificing a little bit of stealth, that's one way in.
Okay. Is there my main focus while I'm on this side, as I'm going through, like while I'm in this room, is there anything that might be that fire thing? Because what was this room again?
This room was the ethereal plane.
The ethereal.
Mhm.
Is there anything in here that might be like a fire stick?
Give me either perception or arcana.
Hold on, what is this? I rolled bad, but I am skilled in it, so it's gonna be a 12.
12. You don't notice a fire stick in here. Every room has something that radiates magic. In this room, it was something inside of this large obelisk that was in here. Here, you sense it's one of the weapons on this rack over here.
Okay.
You're not sure what kind of magic is radiating from in there, but something's giving off an energy.
Okay. Well, that's not my main focus anyway. My main focus is figuring out how we're going to get in and out of the building. But just so I can kind of get an idea of, so some of our more magically inclined people can look at things as they're doing their tour.
Fair.
But
how long are you staying in this room, or are you going to a different one now?
I'll probably, after I figure out the vent situation, I'll move through this door into this room and do the same thing where I'm going to figure out the windows, the vents, all that kind of stuff. Okay. While they're continuing on with their tour.
Sick. As you're moving into there, moving across the hallway, the tour continues, bringing you into the Kurkul exhibit, where you are told. Also, are any of you doing anything during the tour, or are you just following along, trying to be loud?
I mean, I probably would be looking for the staff thing.
Cool.
To see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Arcana check. Anybody who's trying to find it.
Yeah, that's super great. Okay, here goes.
Oh shit, I rolled really bad on that dice. Let's see.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
How dare you roll badly? Okay. So you said you rolled a 6? Oh, so a 7, a 6. What did
And
you
an
roll
8.
next? 8. Oh, 8. My bad.
I rolled a 9. I got a 9 in total.
Are you just vibing, Zeke?
Yeah, I'm watching everyone else kind of go like, and then just trying to like keep it together. Like, okay, make sure that the cover's good. The cover's got to be good, and then at some point, I'll probably just randomly just like X, like while our person's being distracted, and it'd be like, see what you can learn about that thing over there, and like tap her on the shoulder and do Fox's cunning enhance ability so that you have advantage on intelligence checks for this next hour while I'm concentrating.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Maybe like see what you can learn for us.
Okay.
Anyway, tell me about this one, and just keep up the act, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This little human is excited to talk about anything in these exhibits, just going on and on, rambling for a while.
I feel a
Yeah.
little bad about stealing something because this person is enjoying their job so much, but
No.
I'm not there.
Dutch feels nothing.
Just looking at cool magic shit, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting.
Cool. Alrighty. Then while y'all are looking around in this room, you don't find anything. You feel like some sort of radiation from that central obelisk, but nothing other than that. Back to Dust. Another investigation check for
These
this
get
room.
better. I got better!
Yo,
Yes! Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a dirty 20.
dirty 20. All right.
In the demon room.
In the demon room. Dirty 20 in the demon room. I don't know why they gave me the vibe of like piggy dipping.
Dirty 20.
So it's not hard to feel a radiation from this whole circle. It's not just the sarcophagus in the middle, it's the entire circle is giving some sort of energy. And you even see these two braziers on either side form, you see like this chained barrier across the room.
Shit.
There's not much radiation from this one, this exhibit in the middle, which seems to be what looks like four chained demons that are trying to like pull at different parts of this one purple crystal obelisk in the middle. And as you're looking around, you know that there's a lot of radiation from here, but with that investigation check, you can barely see, just barely on one of the edge panels on the roof of this room, what looks like a little bit of extra metal outside of just the metal that holds the window panes in place. You imagine this is either some sort of like reinforcement or possibly a way to get like a way to lift up that panel of glass, maybe possibly a roof hatch.
Would it potentially put us down on the others? Because so this barrier thing that's here, is this like, can we walk? Like, would I be able to walk back here, or is it like blocked off because that barrier?
Are you trying to like move through the barrier?
I just want to kind of observe and see like what the vibe is, because I want to know, because is that panel, it's like back here, so it would put us down back here behind that barrier.
The panel is not here. It's actually right above where the purple obelisk is.
It's above this one.
Yeah. And with that investigation check, you feel some sort of like radiation very faintly behind this door. You're not sure if it's because there's something less intense there, or if it's, you can feel it through another room because it's muffled but more intense. Either way, you can feel something behind there.
Yeah, I don't have lock-picking tools, so.
Okay. And it's at this time, I don't have a mini on the board for this person, but walking through the door into the Hell's Room, you see this very well-dressed, like very high-end robes with like a jade bolo around the neck, gold cufflinks, and a waistcoat embroidered with like little beads of blood amber. This what appears to be a drow walking in. I assume you are finding the collection adequate.
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful. All the things.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you find my collection quite pleasing. Is there anything in particular that you have a interest in with the Hells, or is it just benign curiosity?
I'm just kind of going, like, you know, in museums, you walk through every room, you look at every exhibit. So,
Very well.
Well,
Well,
this
if
is where I
there's
am
any-
right now. Well,
there's any-
I mean, since you're here, what is that? And I'm gonna point at the sarcophagus.
That is a trapped prince of the hells. Put up quite a fight. Not done by me, of course. No,
So that's
was-
a magic circle holding something in?
Took the sarcophagus, the circle, and the chained barrier to make sure that he didn't escape. I really paid a pretty penny to be able to add him to the collection. And the
Who is it?
picture I hired, that would be the Crown Prince of Envy. I figured if anybody was fitting to put in a museum, it would be ironic to have him be the centerpiece of my collection.
Is he still alive?
If he is dead, he has not lost any power. But if he is dead, we would know. See, when devils die, they don't die, they get sent back to hell for a short time until they can crawl their way back up.
Oh.
So, if he was dead, we wouldn't be able to feel what we do now.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
Like I said, paid quite the pretty penny for this one. But worth every single platinum piece. Sorry, I did not mean to disturb your exhibition. I'll leave you be. And simply turns, keeping an eye on the sarcophagus for a second with a smile and heading out of the room. So what with the
I feel
rest
weird
of you?
about that. I feel weird about that. I didn't realize there was like an actual living person stuck in there.
no.
That's weird.
Let them out. Let them out.
How about
Maybe
we
don't do
let
that.
this one stay locked up? Maybe this one stays locked up.
Yeah.
With the rest of y'all, the information you're given about this room is that they were different pieces that were collected from what were once thought sundered temples. The centerpiece in the middle is rumored to house some sort of djinn, if the legends are to be true, and that if the right person walks up and knocks on it 3 times, the djinn will be unleashed and will, depending on the translation, either give a boon to whoever released them or sunder them immediately.
Cool.
Back of thought is I kind of want to go knock on it for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I don't want to do it.
You're all
There
thinking-
is a rope around it, except for one section where it has like a little circle on the floor with like 2 feet, kind of like a stand here type thing.
It's interactive.
Yeah.
Oh, they know. That might be a scam.
Soul's heart.
But yeah. And if nothing else is done in that room, you guys are going to move on to the next exhibit.
Yeah,
I'll
I
ask
think
our-
Mel's slowly
our-
starting to come back to reality now. So, she was distracted, man.
And you guys are given a plethora of information about the ethereal plane, especially that it took a lot of runes put specifically on this room to make these items corporeal, in order for people who want to inspect their quality to make sure that they are authentic. If you want to give me another Arcana check, anybody who's trying to search for shit.
Yes, please. Please.
Yeah.
I rolled so bad.
Yeah.
That advantage
I'm gonna-
was,
Oh, yes.
You got a 14.
Thank you for that advantage.
14, okay.
17.
17. Okay. Cicatrix, you also sense some sort of energy as Dust did from this rack of weapons, though it's hard to determine. Just barely getting above the DC, Nyx. You know that this is not, like, looking at it, it's not a staff, but also it gives more of a necrotic feel. You've tapped into certain magics in the past, and you're able to pick up slightly on what kind of magics they might tap into themselves. And this one does not give the warm glow that you're looking for.
Interesting.
Okay. And you guys are given a whole spiel about the ethereal plane and its many dangers and benefits, including in order to demonstrate the runes that are on this room, the tour guide casts blink, and you can see them go incorporeal for a second before coming back immediately, but still having a shimmer around them as the magic is still there. Shifting back to Dust, what are you doing?
Since the tour is getting kind of close to me, I'm actually gonna cross across here, all casual like, because I am in a museum, into the Celestial Room.
Feywild, yeah.
Feywild.
Cool. Give me a perception check as you go through the hallway.
I am proficient in perception. So 14.
14. It's not a high DC given that there's not a lot in the hallway. There's a few pieces of artwork, but not a ton. Especially since Mr. Clearwright, the one you spoke to before, is very well illuminated by the window. Has continued walking down the hallway and stops after passing by the doorway and looks back in, seeming to recognize something, and starts to go into that exhibit.
Which exhibit does he go into?
The ethereal plane exhibit.
Okay, so he's going in there.
Yep.
Where they are.
Yeah, and so you go into the Feywild exhibit. Give me another investigation check for the final room.
Be good. No. I rolled in that one.
No.
Shit.
Which makes sense because your brain is still in the last room.
There are no vents in here.
There are no vents in here. There's only a demon that is being held back by 1,000 locks and chains in the next room. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you're a bit distracted still, especially since this room seems to carry some of the Feywild energy with it. This just immense. You walk in and there's kind of a wave of calm that washes over you. A little bit of the charms that come with the plane. This room is filled to the brim with gold filigree and artwork that defies mortal make. Even some gold pieces of like Fae flying with giant dragonfly-like wings through like a glade, and the statues just kind of hovering in place, moving very lazily between the trees. Yeah, there's also a door to your right that's closed, but I mean, you're more focused on the several other stimuli in this place.
Oof.
Yeah. And that's about all you can discern from this room, unfortunately. So are you gonna hang in here, or are you, what are you doing next?
I haven't made it to the Terra Nova room because I'm basically just one room ahead of them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like be your casual, like, walker across, nod to the guard, and go into the Terra Nova room. And I'm not gonna be as obvious. I'm just gonna kind of be looking more so because the guard's like right here.
Okay. Give me either a deception or persuasion check.
What should I do?
Just to kind of yada yada your way past the guard.
Deception.
Great.
I guess both of those are charisma, so it doesn't really matter. Because I'm not proficient in either one.
Okay.
You rolled a 19, though, so with my +1, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Especially walking out of the Feywild room, the kind of like just haziness falls out of your brain, and you've had some time to kind of calm down from the Hell's room, and so making your way past casually is a lot easier than before. And you make your way into that room, and as you guys are getting the end of the lecture from your tour guide, you hear a voice that you have not heard before, Mr. Pumpkin, but a very familiar visage walks through the doorway. Well, I was not expecting to see you so soon. Mr. Pumpkin it is, yes?
Mr. Clearite, must be.
Indeed.
Then I'll just stick out a hand for a handshake, overly friendly.
There's a bit of hesitation, and then the handshake is extended.
And then, like, aggressively, like, pleased to meet you, you know. And then, and I turn to my companions. Well, this is Mr. Clearite. He owns this fine establishment, doesn't he?
That I do. How are you all finding the exhibits so far? I tried to curate the best pieces I could find in each of these respective locations. I'm planning on adding another exhibit hall for Glacius as soon as I can get one more artifact under my wing.
Well,
It's
don't have to speed
very
off.
interesting. It's very interesting. A lot of very beautiful pieces in your museum, Mr. Clearite.
That's correct. Is there anything in particular you have interest in? Any
Oh
plain...
no, I'm just interested in seeing it all. I'm not from around here. Where I grew up is kind of small, so I'm just enjoying getting out to see, anything really.
Well, I didn't grow up in a small town, but I envy those who have. It's quite nice to be able to have a community that is close-knit. And he like scans over all of you, stopping on Cicatrix. I'm sorry, I have not seen one of your make before. You permit me a moment. And Mr. Clearite makes his way out of the room, and a few minutes later comes back with a small gilded box with a lock on it that has a very familiar look to it. A small hunk of gemstone, what looks like refined, chiseled away at the edges to make it this nice, clean, almost like a smooth opal, except dark with constellations fixed, twinkling within. I permit my ignorance, as I've not seen one like you before, but I was given this piece by a private collector, and I didn't know if you knew anything about it, given your similar appearance.
I don't know. I'm just like take a look at it. Does it look like it came from me? I mean, it does.
He doesn't let the box out of his hands, but he allows you to like place your hands around it. There's a flash of a memory of when you were flying through the stars at the speed of light, passing by galaxies faster than you could even process, and then it's gone. And you feel a familiarity with this piece.
Tracy, you all right, bud?
Are you a dick?